sorry, we're alive. You should have. Sorry, my people, what's up? You know, I do it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I was just rehearsing. The government of Adamawa is giving out about 200 million naira for prayer warriors to pray out Boko Haram out of Nigeria. So I'm hoping to, you know, apply for the job so you understand. If you know how to pray, maybe you also have a chance. 200 million naira. You know, do well. Now to the cocoa of the matter. I thought that it's a new day in Nigeria, and I know that things are changing. Don't get me wrong. I heard that petrol is now 87 naira per liter in some places because refineries are starting to work, although some people still sell it for 100 naira per liter. And I heard that electricity in Nigeria has reached its highest peak in recent weeks, and that it keeps increasing. By the way, if your electricity has improved, please let me know. Let Koledo know as well. But honestly, when it comes to people acting as if they're above the law, not much has changed. Exactly what is wrong with these people that we call senators? They are back on holiday again? Tell me what they've done since inauguration. Hey! My dear, get me the Senate President on phone. Hello? This is the man, eh? Hello? Bami, Saraki of Ilori. You not do it. How you there, eh? First of all, I won't tell you what Koledo says behind your back, but just know that the boy doesn't like you. But hey, what do I know? Anyway, the reason you're on speed dial today is to ask you the question that so many Nigerians have been trying to ask you. How many bills have you guys passed since you were sworn in? I'm talking about bills that will make life better for the common people. And hold on, okay? Don't interrupt me when I'm talking. I'm not done. I'm talking, you are talking. How many talkers? As I was saying, how many bills have you guys passed? And then somebody told me that you've been getting paid. Hey, even though you've spent more time on holiday than in the chambers. Is this true?
The Senate has been on vacation for weeks now, and they will remain on vacation until, I think, July 21st. Now, have you gotten your first paycheck for the month as a senator?
Yes, I've been paid my salary.
Will you be able to tell us how much you were paid?
Yeah, I was paid 1.4 million.
For a month?
Yes.
Whoa, the devil is a liar. Chai! This is a Dinomelai. No be him. The man has changed. So, he admitted that they've been getting paid 1.4 million naira per month since June. But that is just the salary. We all know that their allowances are much more than the salaries. How come he didn't mention the allowances, by the way? So, did Rudolph Okonko ask whether he himself feels like this money can be justified?
And you felt that you did enough work that deserved that payment?
Your question is relative.
No, just answer. You can tell me you did or you did not.
I'm saying it's relative because the job of the Senate is not only in the chambers.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because people want to know. That's why I'm asking the question on behalf of the people.
Rudolph Okonko, you're not for, you not do well. Chai! Why am I killing myself trying to keep you guys informed every week? I'm working daytime, nighttime, part-time, and overtime because of you guys. When some people, whether they work you, whether they don't work you, they get paid their salary. If it is an investment, I understand. You don't have to work for money to be coming in. But these people are supposed to show up to work. Yet, they're giving themselves holiday every week. Chai! Hey, whoa. By the way, didn't the financial committee in the Senate recommend the cut in their salaries? What happened to that, my brother? Senators reject pay cut recommendation by panel. Okpari. End of story. I knew it. Where are all the senators that promised to cut their salaries or allowances at that time? Remember? I knew it. Oh, Nashakara. What was their excuse, my dear? All of us have people in our constituencies, and financial requests from them keep piling up on a daily basis. The reality of which made steps to be redirected. Otherwise, some of us may stop coming here. Of course. They have a lot of expenses, you know, like buying $1 million houses, yes, or flying first class when they tell us that they only fly economy, or having boat cruise birthday parties with fine babes in America at the age of 63. I'm telling you, these are real expenses. Or buying expensive toys. You know, don't forget that this is not just for them, because remember, they have a lot of people in their constituencies, and financial requests from these people keep piling up on daily basis. By the way, my dear, I trust you. Do you have a video of their deliberation on the salary cut? is here. The video is here. It was scheduled for deliberation yesterday, but around 11:20 a.m., Saraki announced that they would be proceeding on a closed-door session. Are you serious, my dear? You mean to tell me that when it came to talking about salary cuts, they decided that it would be closed-door meeting? Child, Nigeria! This is interesting. I need to read more. Saraki, who also spoke when he received the leadership of the All Progressive Congress Youth Forum, said that the Senate has nothing to hide. Okay. So, don't you guys love when Nigerian officials do something very obvious, and yet they will tell you that what you see them doing is not what they're actually doing? He just said that the Senate has nothing to hide. We want to make this place as open as possible. There is nothing here we are hiding. He said that he here is the Senate president. Bukola Saraki of Ilorin. Of course, there is nothing to hide. I mean, why would they hide anything, please? For real though, my people, I hope that something is done on time, because these people are clearly not doing anything and they keep getting paid on holiday. But you guys know I don't know much. Wait a minute, man. I'm just a small girl. No, so guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So did you all hear about the drama that happened in Ogun State when the governor fired 1 secondary school teacher and 6 officials of the State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology? According to the governor, these people had an offensive question in the third term examination conducted by the Ministry for the Unified Examination in Public Secondary School. I said offensive question, Bibo Twani. You know, they said the question was too critical of the state government. The students were to summarize the comprehension passage on a policy defect on the educational system. Let me read some of the passage for you. There is no arguing about the fact that the government is merely paying lip service to the development of education. It is true that a lot of money is being spent on the education sector, but with little or no impact felt by the people, except where we want to deceive ourselves. Hey, this is interesting. Many schools run by the government, which were formerly known for academic excellence, have suddenly lost their prestige and are living on past glories. Amen to that. No wonder many parents and guardians are threateningly left with only one option: to withdraw their words from these schools to other ones that are better managed. That is true and very, very sad. The evidences to show that the government is not doing enough to assist in the development of education are many. Even pupils, students in both secondary school and primary schools can volunteer a good list on their fingertips. I agree with that, because I can come up with a lot on my own. One of the numerous indications is the government's inability to pay running costs to schools. The running cost is the token amount per pupil paid to school administrators to run the affairs of the school in a term. This has been neglected to pile up for several academic sessions. Really? Wow. Another one is the regular poor conduct of terminal examinations. These examinations are not usually conducted as and when due. The government may have one excuse or the other, but real educationists know that appropriate timing is a strong factor in the process of continuous assessment of students. Thank you very much. Thus, a situation where, for instance, the first term examination is shifted to second term is an outright departure from the norms and ethics of continuous assessment. Okay, so my people, just 1 minute. I'm looking for the offense. So just give me 1 minute. I'm just looking for the offense. The offense. And how did the governor know about this? Did he sit down for this exam? I thought he had his certificate. No, so where is the offense? Where is the offense, Governor Amos? Did you guys hear any offense in what I just read? This sounds more like an eye-opener on what's going on. I can't believe that he would fire people for this. These exam officers summarize not only what's happening in Ogun State public schools, but in public schools in general. And I don't see where they mention Ogun State government. Do you see where they mention Ogun? Because I don't see anything. Even if they do, have they lied? And this thing's not true. Isn't this what is happening in our public schools today in Nigeria? Dilapidated school buildings. I can't help but wonder how some students learn under such conditions. Sometimes no window, sometimes no roof. Can you believe it? And we call this thing schools. Which parent doesn't want to take his or her child to private school today in Nigeria? Ask Mr. Governor. Ask him. Did his children attend public schools? And what pains me is that people like him, when they were young and in school, things were not like this. So not be so. Public schools used to be good when people like him were in school. So because he cannot take the truth coming from the examination paper, he fired the exam officers. Chey, how convenient. Just because you can and just because you have the power to do it. There is God. There is God in everything that we're doing. Is it not more honorable for this man to look into the educational system and address these problems? Nigerians, People would actually appreciate him if he does. No, so instead he's telling us that we must not complain when things are not well. I honestly hope that this teacher and the exam officers get much better jobs. Yes, if I was hiring people, I would hire them with immediate alacrity for their bravery. I love their guts. If they can't tell him to his face that he needs to take care of the educational system, they could put it in exam papers. Isn't that smart? It is unique for these educationists to choose that part to address this issue. Good job to them. So Mr. Governor, my only advice is, instead of trying to show how powerful you are, just show how caring you are. If really you care about the students, not just about these teachers, but if you care about the future of Nigerian students, show us how much you care. Anyway, you guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Kenya, and I honestly don't know how to tell you this because it's really, really sad. I mean, what can a man do when God dies? Eh?
He's a man whose life was shrouded in controversy, and so was his death. A mortal man who had convinced his followers that he was the Almighty God, Jehovah himself.
Jay. So why do some of you look confused? You didn't feel anything? You mean you don't feel like you just saw God like that? This man said that he was the God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and that Jesus Christ was his son. He called himself Jehovah Wayonye, and his followers are known as the lost Israelites of Kenya. More than 1,000 of them. My brother, could you have another video that people can feel the anointing of this man?
But the news of his probable death has left many of them in denial, believing that their God Jehovah Wanyonyi is infinite.
Nothing. You mean you still didn't feel? And yeah, very, very sad. By the way, I hope you didn't miss the angels when they were parading. Those were, yes, thank you, my brother. Those were his angels. One of them said that he's an angel.
Joab Mohando is one of the angels in Jehovah's earthly kingdom. But even he wonders where Jehovah could be at this moment.
For those of you that didn't feel the anointing, Chinedu, I know you felt the anointing. Nadu, my brother, you always feel the anointing. Receive it. It's a little bit late for you anyway because the guy is dead. I mean, nobody knows where he is since the middle of last month. Although officials confirmed that he's dead, his followers are insisting that he will resurrect again.
According to other sources, Jehovah Wanyonyi was taken ill and secretly rushed to an undisclosed hospital in Nairobi, where it is believed he died.
You can imagine how heartbroken these people are right now. So, while I like to express my sincere condolences, I'm glad that he lived to be 90-something. If he was a man and not God, we would say he lived long. But again, 1,000 people actually believe that he just looked like a man, talked like a man. In fact, I think he only spoke his native language, which would make it hard for the rest of us to pray to him if he were to be God. And I heard that he's been sick for a long time with injured spinal cord, which made it hard for me to believe that he's God, especially when I realized that he's missing some front teeth.
Jina langu naitwa Jehovah mwenye enzi Mungu. And
I'm not yabbing the guy, so I'm just saying that if he was God, he should be able to replace any part of his body if he created it. The teeth, sure you understand? And he's not alone with the teeth issue. Some of his angels have missing teeth as well.
Tumepata rambirambi pole mingi. Ndio sasa hata tunasema tunataka tujue.
Which made it really hard for me to follow what the guy was saying because I was really distracted by the missing teeth. I kept wondering what kind of God would forsake your teeth. Anyway. These things make me worry for their God. And you know, just the level of poverty that I saw in the videos, it really bothered me because, I mean, when you think of God, never mind. But you know, none of these things bothered me. Like finding out that, first of all, since the 1950s that this man claimed to be God, that he claimed to be Jehovah, he only had about 1,000 followers. I was like, this is very, very sad. Maybe because we didn't have Facebook and, you know, Twitter at that time, nobody could click follow. That's really sad. Apart from the fact that they were the ones feeding him and giving him money, about half of the church is actually his family. Did he marry 25 wives or 70? 90, you are not even sure. Anyway, the man married a lot of wives, and that explains why he got the 1,000 followers in the first place, because I heard that he had about 300 children. That is a really busy God, if you know what I mean. How did he have time to listen to your prayer request when he was doing it with 70 different women? But again, he must be God to be able to do you know, kiss with 70 women. Anyway, all I'm trying to say, the summary of my sermon today is that if he was a man, may his soul rest in perfect peace. And if he was not, I really don't know what to say, because child, please, this is not the God of the Bible, please. Hopefully though, someday his followers will be comforted. And you guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So by now, you've probably heard that this guy, Haji Taco Fall, is the tallest high school basketball player in the whole of America. But before we get into how tall he is, I am so excited. I'm so excited because, you know, the guy is from Senegal. Yes, yes, you know. I'm so excited. Not only because it is my African brother, but because hopefully, you know, he can introduce me to Akon. Nobody wanna see us together. Just have to do some auditions for Akon, you know, I have some songs in the making. Anyway, believe it or not, Taco is 7'6" tall. What? My God. Hey, an average guy. He's probably like 5, you know, 5'8", 5'10", but this guy is 7'6", and he's still growing. Take a look.
Taco, welcome, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming in
this
morning.
So nice to meet you.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, my dear, maybe him standing next to that lady is not a good idea. Do you have another video?
Taco, welcome to Fox and Friends. Nice to see you.
Hey.
Congratulations on all your success this year.
Thank you, sir.
It's great to have you. Listen, we called you in. This light right here burned out about a week ago. Could you change it?
We don't have a lot.
I see, it's all the same. I wouldn't want to stand next to this guy. Taco is now 19 years old, so he may grow more inches. His story is unique. He wasn't like born and raised here. He was actually living in Senegal when someone discovered him and offered him the opportunity to come to the US to play basketball. He said it was when he came to the US that he learned English and learned how to play. So he said that both his parents are like 6 feet tall, and he has a brother that may grow taller than him. He recently signed up to play for UCF Knights, that is the University of Central Florida, and I'm sure that he's gonna play in the NBA someday. So proud of you, bro. Hopefully we'll meet someday and you can introduce me to Akon. Nobody wanna see us. Okay, I'll shut up. So before I leave today, I'd like to read some of your emails. And the first email is about a graduate by the name Oguntoyinbo Babatokwe. He's been suffering from a terrible spinal cord injury for a long time now, and the family has done everything trying to raise money for his surgery in India, and they've not been able to. His story has been in Punch newspaper and everywhere. So he has case 2 level lumbar disc disease, and the condition has led to his inability to control his bowel and bladder. You can imagine how tough that must have been. And I heard that him laying on his back, he's developed a lot of sores on his back as well because of this. This disease actually caused damage to his lumbar and spine. So I spoke with his sister this week, and she was telling me that so far they've only raised about 1.8 million naira, and they're trying to raise 5 million naira, and that's different from his flight fare. She said that they've been to Ethiopian airline and Egyptian airline, and both of them are saying to fly this guy to India will cost about 1.2 million naira just to fly him alone, because he has to be laying flat on his back. I can imagine what the family has been through. Please, if you're able to, this is the account number to donate for this family. And if you're in the US or outside Nigeria and you like to donate, this is the sister's number, so you can find out how you can send her money through other means. The story is legitimate. It's been in different newspapers back home. A lot of people have been reporting it. This guy is practically dying. I'm hoping that we can please do something. I'm so glad that you guys don't just hear about what's happening in Africa, but I give you the opportunity to help out just once in a while. So please, if you're able to, I'm sure the family will greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much as you give. Also, my next email is from Frank Egeronu, and he lives in New York City. Yes, maybe we'll run into each other in the subway someday. And he said, "Hi Adeola, I'm very disappointed in some of our leaders as they do not have the country's best interests at heart. Anyone who has the nerve to defraud his own nation or looks the other way when he observes fraud being perpetrated on his fellow citizens is unpatriotic and unworthy to hold public office." You are absolutely right, my brother. Thank you so much for that email. And the next email is from Emeka Jerry Franklin. He said, "Hi Adeola, I'm a regular viewer of the show. Could you please bring to the notice of NPF, that is the Nigerian Police Force, to please release the corpse of my cousin that was shot dead by an officer since April for the family for proper burial. Wow. Right now, the family has wasted all that we have traveling from Abia to Abuja for her release. The problem now is we do not know who takes care of the mortuary bill. So please, we want her body to be buried so that her soul can finally rest. Wow, I am so sorry, Emeka, for your loss. First of all, I can't imagine what that has been like. And then to not have access to her body. Please, whoever can help out this family in the Nigerian police force in Abuja, please release the body of this lady so that the family can bury her, please. Once again, Emeka, please accept my sincere condolences. My next email is, actually, never mind, I don't think I need to read it. It's just one of several emails that I received from people after I talked about Kagame trying to do third term. So a lot of people wrote me that how dare I say that Kagame shouldn't run for third term, that he's a great president, he's done a lot of great things. My point still stands. The only reason that he's been able to do the great things that you talk about is because he was given a chance. It's because he was given the opportunity to serve. If he wasn't given that opportunity, we wouldn't know that he could do the things that he has done. Unless you are trying to say that he has to do it until he dies. And please don't tell me that he's the only one that can do the job. How would we know if we don't give other people the opportunity? Yes, he's done a lot of good things, but I'm saying that he's been able to do these things because he was given the chance to do the things. So why can he give other people the chance? But hey, what do I know? So before I leave, I like to give some shout outs. First of all, a birthday shout out to, I think this lady is the biggest fan of Keeping It Real. Like, you guys have no idea. Her name is Toby Olugbenga. She lives in Ohio. Oh my god, she recently celebrated her birthday and I just wanted to wish her a wonderful, wonderful birthday. We're also proud of you. Thank you so much for all your support. I really, really appreciate it. And my next shout out today is for a wonderful couple that recently got married. I'm talking about Miss Adeola, my namesake, yes, Adeola Otunuga, as well as her now husband Okpayemi Ashaolu. So ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Ashaolu, congratulations guys. I wish you a wonderful married life. I just like to give a shout out to these people. They are huge supporters of Keeping It Real. Congratulations once again. Alright guys, that's all the time that I have for emails today. Please keep sending your emails to adeola.keepingitreal@gmail.com. Alright y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Until next week, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.
Welcome to First View Luxury Hotel. At First View Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit First View Luxury Hotel. We are located at #1 Adeola Bamishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 080-7578-7135 or 080-9990-0601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.firstviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. First View Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.